we usually talk about 3 days or 3 delays. Sometimes people delay to come to the hospital, and by the time they reach the hospital, the child is already tired, what we call fetal distress. The child is already tired. If the child is already tired, of course, the fetus can, I don't know, are you asking the cause of death of the child or death of the mother? Please type that question again. If you're talking about death of the mother, the most common cause of death of mothers during labor is bleeding. The commonest cause of death is bleeding. Those with preeclampsia, someone is rewarding us here seriously. Thank you so much. Is bleeding, and then preeclampsia, and so on. Even death during surgery. Okay, death during surgery, death from anesthesia. There are a lot of causes of death, female. But if you're looking at the death of a child, sometimes I told you the child can get tired. Okay, then other times we can have accidents. This is something am I supposed to talk about it? Yes, we can have an accident. Someone told me that someone may be pulling out a child during delivery. You're getting the baby from the mother's womb, and the baby falls. That can cause death. Then a child may die from infections, maternal infections. Maybe the mother had infections or had malaria, had several diseases, during pregnancy, and maybe somewhere, somehow, those diseases were passed through to the baby. The baby can get sick and die instantly. Then we also have what we call blood group incompatibility. What do we mean by blood group incompatibility? Those people with rhesus factor incompatibility. For example,
not the page, yeah?
Okay.
The network cuts off the stream briefly.
So are we back on YouTube?
Yes, but the stream.
Okay. Alright, so my guys on YouTube are back. Sorry guys on YouTube, we had lost you. But we can have a bleeding. Even bleeding, there is what we call a child can bleed. There is it's called bleeding disorders of the newborn, and that's why we advise midwives that immediately after delivery, when the fetus is gotten out, you're supposed to vaccinate with a drug which is called vitamin K. We give vitamin K, so there can be bleeding in the newborn, and that can cause death. There are a lot of causes of death of the newborns, and also death of the mother. I'm seeing a lot of gifts coming in on TikTok. Thank you so much. Please scroll. I see messages. I answer these people. Please scroll very fast.
The message was, do you do general body scanning, doctor?
General body scanning. Who is asking?
Big girl.
Big girl, you're asking about whether we general body scanning. Yes, general body scans are there. But of course, if you want to do an ultrasound scan, for ultrasound scan, it scans body parts by body. Like if you want the scan of your abdomen, to do it, scan of the pelvis, scan of the breasts, scan of whatever you want. That is part by part. But there is also an MRI. We can do. My YouTube is not clear. We can do an MRI. If you go for an MRI, you can do, there's what, of course, it will not also be full body, but we can do some halves. For example, you can do you can do a brain MRI or a brain CT. You can also do from the chest up to the waist. You can do the legs and so on. So those scans are there, but I would really, it may not be necessary to do a full body scan. Maybe we need to first identify what your problem is. When we know what your problem is, we can do a specific scan that is really important for that case. Another question?
I had high prolactin.
High levels of prolactin. For those people who have high levels of prolactin, wait for my video tomorrow. It is going to be out at 8 p.m. or 20 hours East African time. I'm an East African. So 20 hours East African time, we are going to release that video about high levels of prolactin. You'll get all the answers there. Read another question.
She was still asking you, and no pregnancy yet.
Which medicines did she take? Tell us the medicines you took. Tell us the medicines you took. All right, let's have another question, because I don't know what exactly which medicines you took, but high levels of prolactin can be treated. Cabergoline, bromocriptine. Bromocriptine is weak, but cabergoline is a stronger drug. It can be treated and you get pregnant. So let's know which drugs you took. Another question?
Hi, Doc. I menstruated on 26th of August. They talk about pregnant care, preconception, virus, folic acid tablets, and preparing to conceive.
All those medicines are okay. All those medicines are okay. The pregnant care, the folic acid, they're okay. They promote the well-being of the reproductive system. All those medicines are okay. So I also encourage women to take those medicines. Pregnant care, folic acid, and whatever. There are many medicines. There are those like Ovuspower, over what, many medicines of that kind. It's okay to take them if you're preparing to get pregnant. They're okay. They are very okay. So I encourage people to take them. It is very fine to take those medicines. But of course, do not take, because some people will take those medicines thinking that it is those medicines going to make them pregnant. Someone has taken 3 years, 5 years without conceiving, and they are telling her, take pregnant care, take folic acid, you will conceive. No, my friend. We need to first find out whether that is where the problem is. Okay, another question? Yes?
This one is saying,
question? All right. Scroll for me. There. Okay. Oh, many questions. Okay. Let me see. Give me that phone. All right. Okay, someone is saying he's watching from live from German. This is Lovely Selwa. Lovely Selwa, watching from German. Thank you so much. Greet the Germans. How do they greet in German? Greet the Germans there. We have okay. Lovely Selwa. All right. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm watching from UK. Yasmin. I think Yasmin, I know you. If you know that I know you, please comment that I know you. I don't know if you're the one I know, but thanks so much for watching. Okay, I want to get a question from Selawa. Selawa, ask your question. You're the top gifter here. I want to get your question here. Oh, Yasmin, you're the one. All right. Salute. Let me have your question. I'll now be answering question from Selawa. Is our big gifter here. Someone is watching from Kanungu district. Doreen is watching from Kanungu district. Someone is watching from Kanungu district. All right. Kanungu. Those are Bachiga. All right. About high levels of androgen hormone. Androgen hormones, these are male hormones. So if a woman has male hormones, that is a problem. And these are the women you'll find having some beards. Some of them will have some beards somewhere. They will also be having some features which are mannish. They'll be having some mannish features. So if you have if those levels are high, you need treatment, because sometimes most of those people may fail to conceive. You need treatment. So what I would advise, let's get to know if the androgens, which hormone is high, because we have testosterone, we have many hormones. So let's find out exactly which hormone is high, and then you will get the supplements for female hormones. Okay? Come and accept these people. Okay. Yes. All right. Okay. Who is this? Your code who's? Let me start with this one up. Safia. Who? Ask your question, please. Then I'll start with Safia and then go to Abdallah. Increase the volume. Put up, down, up. Mm-hmm. Up. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. What's the question? Do you have a question you're asking? Salfia? Are we live on YouTube? Okay. Declare. Salfia, what is your question? I'm not getting you. I think I'll go to Abdim. Abdim, what are you asking? What are you saying? All right, let me ask. Mute her. Then mute. Mute her. Do it from down. Do it from down. Thing. Okay. Stop there. That's okay. Please, you have to speak English. I do not understand those languages. You have to speak English. I've been off. we had issues there. I mean on YouTube. Take them off. Take them off. Use start from there. There will be no further. Take them off. Tap them. Tap them. Mute. Okay, right. All right. All right, lady. Okay. You're off. Okay, so let's now concentrate on YouTubers. TikTokers are many and they have a lot of, I don't know, I don't understand. Someone comes in and is not asking questions, just wants people to follow them. Alright, so let's concentrate on our YouTubers to ask serious questions. Alright, so welcome back. This one is saying, please doctor, this good losing belly fat metformin. Is it metformin for losing fat belly? Metformin for losing fat belly? Metformin, we use metformin if you have high levels of sugar. If you have diabetes or if the sugar levels are high in your blood, that's when you use metformin. So, but not using it for losing fat. So don't use it for that purpose. Fufu is saying, hey doc, I'm from Ethiopia. I have bilateral infibrio adhesions, and how can I get pregnant? My period is irregular. I've tried more than 12 years without anything. Okay, but not yet. You have adhesions, fibrio adhesions. I must be very sincere to you that it is hard for someone to conceive when they have adhesions. But what you can do, you can try hydrosalpingoplasty, like opening those tubes. You can try opening those tubes, either using the fluids, that is what we call flushing, or using the cannula. Okay, or using the cannula. We can try to open the tubes. All right. Then Kelet Shedrack, how can we correct the women that has high level of male hormone? High levels of male hormone, understand which male hormone exactly has a problem. Then provide a medicine that is going to lower that specific hormone, okay? And also increase the female levels, the female hormones. Increase the female hormones also. Then another one is saying, doctor, whenever I slept with my husband, the sperms comes out immediately when we wake up, when he wakes up from me. You see, that's an assumption. Some people feel like you can't take off this guy. Take off that guy.
That is not talking.
Yeah, take him off. Take him off. So we are saying if you have, if you're saying that whenever you sleep with your husband, you tend to, when you sleep with them and then semen's or sperms come out. That is what you think that they come out. But I tell you, the moment the sperms are released in the vagina, the moment they are released, those that are viable will swim very fast and enter the cervix. They will go in. So what you see that comes out will be semen and other products which are not necessary. So don't think that you sleep with them and then the sperms go away. No. No. They don't go away. They enter there. So the problem, the reason as why you're not conceiving is not because the sperms come out. No, that is wrong. Sperms will penetrate because they are very tiny. By the time you finish, by the time you wake up, most of them have already entered. They have already penetrated the uterus. So, Let's another question. Hello doc, I'm Evelyn from Kenya. I have a question. I have delayed fertility issues. My periods comes after 4 months and they are so thick and I become sick and so weak. Please help me. Yeah, now that is likely to be hemorrhagia. They call it hemorrhagia. If you have hemorrhagia, then you need treatment. What you can use if you have hemorrhagia, that is when you have heavy bleeding. You can use medicines like tranexamic acid. You can use IVs, or you can use an IV, or you can use tablets of mefenamic acid. You can use tablets. You can use medicines like you can use mefenamic acid. You can use tranexamic acid, but you can also stabilize your periods using hormonal pills like the COCs. Now that is looking at depending on the cause, and some people can also take NSAIDs like ibuprofen. Ibuprofen can try to put to regularize your periods, or to make sure that your bleeding is less, is not heavy. Please, Abdali, take yourself off. Just take yourself off, Abdali, please. Just take yourself off. Click on him. Click on him. Please take yourself off. Please take yourself off. You're causing disturbances here. Then this one is saying, hello doctor, what food to eat during pregnancy to avoid increasing weight? Which food to take during pregnancy to avoid weight? Now, I would encourage someone taking fruits, a lot of fruits. Someone taking a lot of, take fruits, take greens. Of course, fruits and greens do not increase your weight, do not put your weight up, but they are healthy for the baby and you. Another question here, someone is saying, Kate is saying, I have tried to conceive but not successful. What should I do? What have you tried? Because when you say you've tried to conceive and you're not successful, what have you tried? What have you done? Okay, what have you tried? Let's know, because you may think that you've done a lot when you've done nothing. So let's find out what you've done. First of all, do you know the cause of that? Do you know why you're not able to conceive? We start from there. And those of you that have followed me for a long period of time on this YouTube, I've always told you that when you have an infertility issue, investigate. My point is always investigate, investigate, investigate. Find the cause, find the cause, find the cause, and treat. This one is saying, yes, disconnect. That's it. Okay. This one is saying, Mariam Blessed is saying, good evening doctor, what can a man use to increase sperm count? Thank you so much. If you have low levels of spermatozoa, if your sperm count is low, you have azoospermia, you have azoospermia, what you're supposed to use, there are medicines that can be able to increase the manufacture, to increase the vigor of your sperms. You can use a medicine like Manix. A medicine like Manix is a wonder drug. It's a wonder drug which can be used. You can use a medicine like Ziman. Those medicines can be used to increase the sperm count. So for men who have that problem, do that. This lady is saying, Lady B Elias Major is saying, I was given cabergoline for high prolactin levels by the doctor, which I took, but no pregnancy yet. Cabergoline for high levels of prolactin, Miss Lady B. If you took cabergoline for high levels of prolactin, right now, I want you to do another test. Find out whether prolactin was normalized. Are the levels of prolactin normal now? If they are normal, then we have to investigate another cause. If the prolactin levels are not normal, that means we may need to change another drug. We have questions on Facebook. We've neglected those people.
No, not in the network.
Okay. You have a network problem.
Yes. On and off and off. Someone was asking that.
Okay. Hi doctor, my network was not good. Okay. Hi doctor, watching from Sembaole. Jacent watching from Sembaole. Hi, say hi to those people in Sembaole. Alright, so we have another question here. Someone is saying, please, which drugs to take to boost egg? To boost the egg to do what? To boost the egg to do what? You see, I don't usually give people medicines that take this medicine to boost your eggs. I usually want to know what the problem is. Are your eggs few? Do you have few eggs? Because some people will tell you, my eggs are few. If the eggs are few, then we can give drugs, follicle-stimulating hormones. Okay? If the eggs are dead, then so in other words, when you say boosting my eggs, exactly how do you want them to be boosted? To do what? What is the problem? And you may find that the eggs are not the problem. The problem is something else. Okay? Thanks, Doc. Mariam Blessed is saying, thanks, Doc, for helping us. Always more blessings. Thank you. All right. Then, hi, Doc. My network. Okay. Hi, Doc. Betty Ndiria from TikTok is saying, how my cycle can be used. I don't get your question. Clomid, kindly advise. What do you mean by Clomid? How my cycle can you? Please, Betty, ask your question clearly. I'm not getting you. Lady B is saying, I menstruated on 26th. When am I ovulating? I told you. I talked about it. Lady B, thanks so much for your explanation on that prolactin level issues. Okay, all right. I think watching from Kano. All right. Okay. Do we have any more questions from? Let's get more questions from YouTube. Is that? Okay. Increase the volume. Be loud. Ask your question. Up. Nambusi. Nango Bishamim. All right. Ask your question. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I was looking for you for so long time since when I see you on YouTube, but I couldn't get chance to have you. I tried all your numbers you post on YouTube, but someone told me that you're not the one using that number anymore. So my question is, I have androgen hormones for 11 years now. I have 2 kids, but I'm not seeing any my period for 11 years now. I tried many doctors, but when I see you on YouTube, I try to want to visit your hospital because I see that maybe you can help me to bring back my period and I can conceive again. That's why I ask you when your hospital, so that I can come direct to your hospital to help me, because it is 11 years now after using family planning.
All right. So Nangobi, I think your issue is really it's something which it's a long topic for me to handle right now. But you wanted that data come to Masaka. I would have given you a number to call, but when I give you the number, many people will be using that number, and we shall get challenged because we have very many followers. But you come to Masaka, look for a hospital called Bekoff Medical Center. Bekoff is B-E-A-C-O-F. Someone is going to type it here. I'm going to type for you the name of the hospital. You can come there and we chat. If you're coming, come on a Monday and Tuesday. That's when I work only. Monday and Tuesday. It's called Bekoff Medical Center in Masaka. You'll find us. You'll get us. So Bekoff Medical Center Masaka. That's the name. Someone has put it there, and you'll be able to get us. Is that all you wanted to ask, Nangobi? Where are you?
I'm not in Uganda yet, but in a few months I'm going to be in Uganda. But the reason, of course, it is you, because
Thank you so much. I've already directed you. Nice time. Okay, so we are having another question from YouTube. YouTube, they have come back. Someone had disconnected you. This man of the technology doesn't hates you people on YouTube, but we are back. Share again, share again. Let's have the questions answered. We're off a little bit. Okay. Can hormonal circuits help an ectopic operated woman conceive again? No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. If because you see people, this is why we confuse people. Anna Pet, I'll come for you. Just stay there. Let me first answer this question. You come in, Anna Pet. This is what I tell you. Someone had an ectopic. This is me. It's called who? Bunjo Obed. Bunjo Obed. If you please mute yourself. First mute yourself. Bunjo Obed. If you had an ectopic and right now you're not able to conceive and you want to take Rimona, you are not fair to yourself. You are not fair to yourself. If you had an ectopic, especially if it was operated, go to the hospital and do an HSG X-ray. Hysterosalpingogram. Find out whether your tubes are open. The tubes may be blocked because of probably the surgery. The tubes may be blocked if you used medicines like methotrexate. Maybe there are adhesions. So even if you use Rimona, I don't know how many, even if you use 1,000 circuits of Rimona, you will not get pregnant when the tubes are blocked. First two tests confirm what the problem is. Rimona is just a supplement. It is, you know, it's like when you go to the restaurant and ask for food. Personally, I love matoke. I'll ask for matoke and fish, dried fish, guinnets, dried fish in guinnets. That's my favorite dish. Or I'll ask for matoke and goat's meat. But they'll always put something like a fruit, okay? They can put a fruit, they can put some greens and so on. A side dish, very little. That's what they usually give in hotels. Some people even decorate food and put some leaves there. Chefs and so on, nutritionists, you know that. They put some leaves, to find leaves on food and so on, flowers on food. That is not the main food. So those flowers, those greens you're seeing there, leaves and so on, that is the Rimona. So you can't go to the you can't go to the restaurant and ask for to the hospital and ask for Rimona, the pharmacy and ask for Rimona. It's like it's as if you've gone to a hotel and you're asking for those leaves and flowers they add on food before you ask for food. First ask for food, my friend. Do the test. Do the test. Do HSG. Find out whether your tubes are patent, especially if you did the surgery. Find out if the tubes are patent. Identify the cause, then you can treat. Okay, so let me have this one on live on TikTok. Please be loud. It's called Anna. Be loud, unmute yourself and ask your question, please. Anna? Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. I live in America and I always see you on YouTube. My question is it common if someone is on family planning?
Invite one at a time. Is it common to do what? One at a time.
Is it common if someone is on family planning can conceive?
Is it common? All right, you're asking whether it is common to conceive when you are on family planning. It is not common, but it is possible.
How?
Now, sometimes people do not use these methods very well. For example, you may take, for example, which family planning? Give me specifically the method you're on.
It's this one they use to put on arm.
On the arm. On the arm.
Yes.
All right, that's called an implant. I thought I had a sample here. That's called an implant. An implant is a hormonal method of family planning. How you can conceive, number one, sometimes you insert it when you're already pregnant. That is number one. Number two, that implant is not 100% effective. There are gaps. An implant is around 95%, so that 5% you can still conceive. How? The hormone may fail to regulate. the hormone which is put there called levonorgestrel may fail to regulate progesterone. And when it fails to regulate progesterone and progesterone goes low, progesterone goes to the normal levels, then you can conceive. So it is very possible for someone to conceive when they are using that method. Another way of conceiving when you are HIV positive. If you are HIV positive, there are chances of conceiving when you're using an implant. Another way is when you also immunocompromised. For example, people who have diabetes, people who who are on antidepressants, people who are on anti-cancer drugs, those anti-cancer drugs and so on, they are immunosuppressed. Those people, I've talked about HIV and other immunocompromised situations, those people can conceive even when they have an implant. Another way is when it is poorly inserted. An implant is put subdermal, or intradermal. Some people put it somewhere else, and that can cause pregnancy. Any question, please, Anna?
Okay, another question is,
Be loud and be fast. Be loud and be fast. I want to go to YouTube.
if someone is pregnant, can drink coffee?
Yes, no problem. It's okay to drink coffee. Who told you that it is wrong? It is not good to drink coffee when you're pregnant.
People always say.
It's okay, Anna. Anna, where are you? Anna
I live
Pet.
in America.
You're in USA. All right. Say hi to them and have a good evening. If it's evening that side.
Thank you. Yeah, it is.
All right. And all right. Let's have someone else. Questions here on YouTube. Let me go back to YouTube. Doctor, please, how can I increase my progesterone after my ovulation to enable implantation? Yes, estrogen can be increased by, number one, taking estrogen medicines. Okay? This is called who? Majame Andros. No? Okafor Ginit Juliet from YouTube. You can increase the levels of your progesterone by taking progesterone-only pills. You can increase the level of your progesterone by taking Primolut. You can increase the level of your progesterone by taking Microlute. Progesterone medicines. Someone is asking, Mejame Endurance is saying, please doctor, I have an irregular periods. How can I calculate my fertile days? And I also want to, and also what can a woman with polycystic ovaries do in order to conceive? Thank you. I will not tire. I will not get tired to repeat this always. If you have irregular periods, my friend, endurance, if you have irregular periods, I told you, when you have irregular periods, start calculate the length of your menstrual cycle. How are you going to do it? Always, every time you see your periods, write, click that today, for example, today is 7th of September, I have seen my periods. Write in your book. The following month, write like that, up to a period of 6 months. Now, start counting the number of days in between. Okay? Start counting the number of days in between. For example, if you saw your periods on 19th, I don't know if, yes, they are same. If you saw your periods on 19th, please unmute. I mean mute. Mute yourself. The person on live, mute yourself. Mute. We are going to take you off if you don't mute. Mute. All right. So if you see your periods like on 19th of Feb 2023, you note 19th. For example, you see periods again on 25th of March 2023, you note. You see periods again on 22nd of April 2023, you note. You see periods on 20th of May 23, you note. Like that up to a period of 6 months. That's how we are supposed to do it. Up to a period of 6 months. Now, count the number of days in between here. Okay? Say, from 19th up to 25th, how many days are there? Start 19th of Feb, 19th, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, Feb gone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 25. For example, what is the answer? So, let me give just an example. For example, if these are, it's an example. If these are 26 days, and this, then you count also from 25th up to 22nd. How many days are those? Maybe they are 20. Like they are 24. Then you count here, they are 30. Like that. You find the shortest. The shortest, for example, in this case, is 24. So this is what we call the length of your menstrual cycle. So 24 is the length of your menstrual cycle. Therefore, we are going to take 24 as the length of your menstrual cycle. We shall call that L. Okay? We shall call that L. L is equal to 24. Okay? So what you're going to do, you're calculating your ovulation date. You're going to say 24 minus 18. What do we get? 6. Okay? We get 6. So this is the beginning of your fertile days. So when you see your periods today, on the 6th day, you are fertile, you can conceive. So get 6 plus 4. This is 10. This is your ovulation day. I think we are clear. Missy, I don't know who asked the question there. Yes, but I think we are now clear. You've got it. So subtract 18, add 4. That is your ovulation day. I want to take off that question. All right. So let's have that one is called who? Doreen. Let's have Doreen. Doreen, let me get your question. Doreen.
Let me unmute.
Unmute yourself and ask a question.
Hello, doctor.
Yes, please. Yes, I'm getting you. Please ask your question, Doreen.
Doctor, good evening.
Good evening to you. Good evening to you. Go on, Doreen. Doreen, turn on your microphone. So it's her. Her mic is off.
No.
All right. Let's get another question from... All right, if Doreen is not okay, let's have Brenda. Brenda, turn on your mic and ask. Yes, you are getting you.
Okay, good evening, doc.
Good evening to you. How are you? But raise your volume. Be louder.
Okay, my name is Brenda and I'm talking to you from Zambia.
You're talking to me from Zambia. How is Zambia?
Zambia is
Kenneth Kaunda International Airport.
yes.
Hey, I've ever gone there in 2008.
Okay, sir. Doc,
In my high school.
I was pregnant from May. Then I discovered to say, or the doctor discovered to say here from Zambia, to say I had a blighted ovum.
Blighted ovum, yes.
Then it was aborted on 5th August.
Yes.
Yes. Before that, I had issues of getting pregnant, so I was put on fertility drugs, which worked, and I was pregnant. So now I wanted to ask Doc, how soon can I get pregnant, or should I use Clomid again?
You see, her question is, those on YouTube were not able to get this person, is saying, if you had a blighted ovum you had a blighted ovum and then you got a miscarriage. With a blighted ovum and a miscarriage, I usually tell you that in one of my videos, I think on my YouTube, I put a video there and was talking about that. When to conceive again after a miscarriage. Power here. Power. Conceive again after a miscarriage. I told you, the moment you see your periods again, it's okay, you can go on and conceive. So when did you lose the pregnancy?
It was on 5th August.
5th of August. Have you seen your periods again?
Not yet.
No, don't try to conceive for now. Don't conceive. Wait to see your periods. The moment you see your periods, it's okay, you can go on and conceive.
Yes, thank you very much, Doc. And what is the likelihood that what happened, me having a blighted ovum, there's a possibility of repeating itself?
Usually no. Some people, of course, it repeats itself, but others it doesn't. So it shouldn't worry. You just try, get pregnant again. It won't be a blighted ovum this time.
Thank you very much, Doc.
Welcome. Nice time. Say hi to the Zambians.
I will do so, Doc.
All right. Let's have Doreen. Doreen, unmute yourself. It's you who muted yourself. Unmute yourself. If Doreen is not coming, let's have some else. Okay, let's check on our YouTube audience. Doreen, you have a problem. You can just take yourself off. You have a problem. Maybe request again. Doreen, request again. We shall allow you. Request again. Yeah. When you request again, we shall allow you. First, get off and get another invite. So we have, Doctor, I don't ovulate. What do I do? If you don't ovulate, I ask you, first of all, let me be sure, Miss Genevieve Okonko. Genevieve Okonko, you must be from Nigeria. Let me be sure that you know the signs of ovulation. You're sure that you're not ovulating. Because some people tell me I don't ovulate, when indeed they do, just that they don't know the signs of ovulation. If you don't know the signs of ovulation, go to my YouTube, check one of my videos. I discussed the signs. Yes, I'm coming for her. I discussed the signs of ovulation. Go to my YouTube, ask Dr. UTHUMAN, look for a video called Signs and Symptoms of Ovulation. I put my clear points there, many points on how you can know that you're ovulating. But if indeed it is true you're not ovulating, then you may be having a problem with two hormones, 2-all-1, follicle-stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone. So go and do a test of those hormones, follicle-stimulating and luteinizing hormone. If they are low, take medicines to boost them. Clomiphene is one of them. Tamoxifen is one of them. Letrozole is one of them, and several other medicines. So first do the test for those two, FSH and LH, that is luteinizing hormone and follicle-stimulating hormone. When you have the answer, you can take the medicines. So let me go to TikTok. So it's called Doreen. Okay, Kamuntu. Let me have you. Doreen, please take yourself off and ask for an invite again, or we are going to take you off. So Kamuntu.
Hi, Doc.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Where are you?
Yes, I'm in Kenya.
You're in Kenya.
Yes.
How is Kenya? How is Ruto?
We are doing well. We are just working on our taxation.
Your taxation. Are you still striking in Kenya? You guys, every day you're striking.
Soon we'll be back to the streets to complain about the taxes.
All right, let's go to medicine. Ask your question.
Yes. Now, I had a miscarriage this week.
This week, yes.
Yesterday.
You had a miscarriage this week, yesterday. I always repeat questions for the interest of my YouTube audience because they don't hear you. So you had a miscarriage this week, yes?
And my baby didn't have a heartbeat at 6 weeks, 6 days.
Yes. You had a miscarriage and the baby didn't have a heartbeat at 6 weeks, 6 days, okay?
Yeah, so my mind didn't have a heartbeat. So I was told to abort the baby, which I have done. Now I'm asking, how soon can I again get pregnant, and what measures should I take not to go through the same?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Number one, go and do a sepsis screen. Go and do a sepsis screen. By sepsis screening, we want to confirm that you don't have any infection. Do not conceive again when you have that infection. Secondly, I hope you know your blood group and the rhesus factor plus your spouse's blood group, the rhesus factor. Then three, make sure that you have, of course, in sepsis screen, you're going to do a urinalysis, do a CPC, if it's possible, also do a culture and sensitivity. Check, confirm you don't have malaria, you don't have, and in other words, first screen yourself to make sure that you do not have any illness. Then after that, you are set to get pregnant. But first wait to see your menses again, at least one menstrual cycle. When you bleed again, go on and conceive. Someone is asking for life.
And then the gynecologist
Yes.
had said that my progesterone levels were very low.
Oh, progesterone levels are low. Now what you're going to do, the moment you conceive like this, you are going to start progesterone supplements, medicines. For example, there is a medicine called Dufastone. Look for it. There's a medicine called Dufastone. You can try it. Or if now depending on the levels, and also you add the advice from your gynecologist, you may not take Dufastone. You may take an injection if the levels are really too low. There are people who may not benefit from Dufastone, and they will need a medicine like Primolut. So you can consult with them on Dufastone versus IM Primolut or IM Mycolut. Okay?
Yes, and the last question.
The last question you want
My
to ask
sugar levels
alone.
were quite high.
The what?
The sugar levels were at 8.6.
8.6, you need to manage them. Okay? Manage the sugars.
Yes.
But you have to first check again to confirm that indeed please first mute yourself. All right, Doreen, I'll invite Doreen because she's been struggling. Let her talk. Come on, I'll get back to you. Doreen, it's okay. You ask your question.
Doctor, good evening.
Good evening to you. How are you? Where are you calling from?
Doctor, I'm Doreen from Kanungu district.
From Kanungu, yes.
Doctor, my question is, I have lost periods for 5 months. Doctor, what treatment should I get?
You've lost periods for 5 months. How old are you?
I'm 27 years.
You're 27 years. You've lost periods for 5 months. You're 27 years. Were you using any family planning method like an implant?
No, I was operated 2 years back.
You were operated 2 years back. What was the operation about? What was the operation about?
I was pregnant and I was operated 2 years back. Then I was normal since then, but now I have lost periods with no family planning.
All right. What you're going to do, I'll invite you to do tests, to do a fertility hormonal assay. Go and do for us a scan. Now in the next live, I want you to come back with those results, okay? Come back with those results. Go and do a pelvic ultrasound scan. Go and do fertility hormonal assay. I want you to do get your pen and write. Fertility hormonal assay, make sure that you check for the levels of progesterone. You check for the levels of estradiol or estrogen. You check for the levels of follicle stimulating hormone. You check for the levels of luteinizing hormone, prolactin, and anti-mullane hormone, AMH. In the next live, come back with those results of the ultrasound scan, the pelvic ultrasound scan. Come back with the results of the fertility hormonal assay. Then we plan on what to do.
Okay.
All right. Nice time. Say hi to those people in Kanungu. Let me go back to Kamu to finish your question, please.
Yes. I was talking about high sugar level.
Yes, yes, sugar levels. If your sugar, Doreen, get off. Okay, all right, thank you. Good. If your sugar levels were high, first of all, I will ask you to first repeat the test, to first repeat blood sugar level, especially do a fasting blood sugar, or what we call FBS. You take your sugars when you've spent at least 8 hours without eating. When you take your blood sugar levels, take them for at least 3 times on different intervals. If the blood sugars are consistently high, then I would advise you to check with the doctor and start on drugs.
Okay.
Also, don't forget, when you were taking blood sugars, also do what they call HbA1c. HbA, capital H, small b, capital A, 1c. HbA1c, that will also help us in planning for the management of the high blood sugars. Put someone else. Bye. Come on to. Let's have someone else, but I'll first start with questions on YouTube. But let that person keep there, and also questions keep on coming. I'll answer them. So on YouTube, someone is saying, hi doctor, I'm not seeing my periods for 3 months now. After doing a scan, I was told I am just okay. So the doctor prescribed Deviry and folic acid. Please, is it that I'm not ovulating, and can I conceive like that? Diana Daka, you're not seeing your periods for a period of 3 months, and you did a scan. A scan is not enough. Diana, on YouTube, a scan is not enough to tell us why you're not having your periods. Yes, it is very good you did a scan, but also go on and do the tests I've been talking about. Go and do a complete fertility hormonal assay. Your progesterone may be low. You need progesterone supplements, medications, in order to boost the levels of progesterone, in order to see your periods back. Someone? Okay. Who is that? Lady B? Alright, Lady B, what's your question? Okay, we have someone on YouTube is saying, Benta Monish is saying, hi doc, I'm 40 years. Last year I had a miscarriage and I'm unable to conceive again. What can I do, please? You are 40 years, you had a miscarriage. We need to ask the following questions, Miss Benta Monish. What was the gestation age of the pregnancy? How old was the pregnancy? What caused the miscarriage? First wait, I will invite you. Wait, be there, I invite you. Let me first answer these guys on YouTube. So, if you had a miscarriage, first of all, let's find out why the miscarriage happened. What might have caused the miscarriage, okay? Let's find out that. What caused the miscarriage? Then after finding out what caused the miscarriage, now we can plan from there. We can plan from there. Because you may find that you had a miscarriage because probably you had low levels of progesterone. And therefore, right now, you cannot conceive because you have low levels of progesterone. Because you had an infection there. You had an infection. And the infection is still there and is still causing failure to conceive. So, I would advise you to do tests and find out what caused your miscarriage, then I can advise better. The next live, Miss Benta Monish, I want you to come with results of the fertility hormonal assay, come with results of the pelvic ultrasound scan, come with the results of the urinalysis and culture and sensitivity. Then we can talk from there. Another question is saying, Princess Stina Omumbeja, why subtract 18, not 14 as they say? Who? So in the formula I use, there are many other formulas people use for calculating safe days and so on. Many formulas. Even some people use apps. I advise people to use this formula 18. It is so accurate. Its level of accuracy is above 99%. It is studied, proven. So that's under 18 is a constant. Right, this one is saying, hi doc, what can someone take if she has blocked tubes? Emilia Sega, there is no medicine for blocked tubes. The only available treatment is surgery. Either opening the abdomen, go to the tubes and block them, close, come back. Or use a tube to unblock the tubes, like a catheter and so on. Or use flushing to unblock tubes. There are no medicines, pharmacological medicines that can do that. Okay? Okay, let me have a question from Lady B. Lady B, what were you asking?
Yes, doctor, I'm calling from Cameroon.
You're calling from Cameroon. It's not.
Yes. If somebody
Down,
have
wait,
you
Lady B.
calculated
Pastor.
the
No,
period
there.
you used 18. I did not understand.
It's not changing. No, down. It's down there. It's not connected. Push. All right. Ask your question, Lady B.
Yes, I said if somebody have high prolactin after using the prescribed medicine, then you go back for the test. If the person does not have maybe money to go back for the test, how will you advise the person what type of treatment or daily lifestyle or eating habit can the person adopt?
Lady B from Cameroon. If you did prolactin and you found that it was high, you got medicines, you never got fine. The issue is you are supposed to repeat the test. Okay? You are supposed to repeat the test. Repeat the prolactin levels. Do a test. Find out the levels of your prolactin again. Don't say that you do not have money. You see, now even the solutions you're asking for will require money. Because even if I tell you that you go and buy this drug, it will still require money. So, but the easiest thing to do is to first repeat the test. First repeat the prolactin levels, find out whether they are normal. If they are not normal, it means that the medicine did not work, then we can switch to another medicine.
Okay. If you have had a child after 16 years, is it normal for you to conceive normally?
If you had a child after, yes, it is normal to conceive if there is no problem. If there is no any other problem, if we don't have, maybe, but now for you in your case, you have low levels of prolactin, so you don't expect to conceive normally. But if there is no problem, you can conceive. Even after 10 years, even after 15 or 20 years, you can conceive.
And with the high prolactin, it means you don't ovulate, not so, doctor?
That what?
When you have high prolactin, you don't ovulate.
You can. If prolactin, even if you have high levels of prolactin, you may have high levels of prolactin, but you have normal levels of luteinizing hormone, you will ovulate. Prolactin, as long as the luteinizing hormone is normal, you will ovulate.
Okay, doctor, thank you.
Oh.
Then what about, for example,
Please finish up. I have many people to answer. Finish up.
Was 26 on the 26th? When is the ovulation date?
I have told you, if you want to know what is the length of your menstrual cycle?
25 days.
25 days. All right. Calculate with me. 25 minus 18. What do you get?
25 minus 18. You have 7.
You have 7. So on the 7th day is the beginning of your fertile days. So 7 plus 4, what do you get?
7 plus 4, you have 11.
11. That is your ovulation day. Nice time, Lady B. All right. Thank you so much. Greet those Cameroonians. Let's have questions on YouTube. One is saying, and I conceived naturally without medicine. Florence Wanjoy. Oh, what is your question? And all right, I don't get your question, but because you're only saying, and I conceived naturally. Okay, Favor Love is saying, Doc, please, I take Dufaston tablet when testosterone is high, because my doc prescribed that. What is the question? Emilia Saga, you asked, all right. Hey doc, Florence Wanjohi saying, hi doc, I was diagnosed with polycystic ovarian syndrome and this year, July, I was able to conceive, but it ended up to be a blighted ovum. I have seen 2 cycles, I'm not conceiving, what can I take? Go back to the other treatment you used. Go back to the other treatment you used for polycystic ovarian syndrome. Go back to the same treatment, you'll conceive again. Just a minute, colleagues. Just a minute. Second. Maybe back. All right. We'll be back. So, Edwin K. Let me have questions from Edwin K on TikTok, and then I go back to YouTube for more questions. Edwin K, you're live. All right, Edwin K is not on. Get someone else who's requesting. Yes, Edwin. Edwin, be loud, increase your volume. Yes, Edwin, I'm getting you. Please be loud. Be loud.
I'm from Zambia.
You're from Zambia, yes. How are you? How are Zambians? All right, what's your question, sir?
I wanted to ask which are 6 days after period?
Which are?
6 days.
Safe days. Safe days are those days someone may not be able to conceive even when they have unprotected sexual intercourse.
Wait, so
When after periods?
Yes.
All right, so we do not determine safe days depending on when you stopped periods or when your period has the periods have ended. We determine safe days looking at number 1, the length of the woman's menstrual cycle. That is number 1. Then number 2, we look at when this person started bleeding, started the periods. So when you know the length of your menstrual cycle, then we can now calculate the safe days. So, for example, what is the length of your lady's menstrual cycle?
I'll give you a gift.
Let's gift him.
Kemont. The one who was asking.
Okay, Kemont, thanks so much. Please, you're not answering. What is the length of the menstrual cycle of your wife? How many? 28 days. Thank you so much. So if it's a 28-day cycle, is the cycle regular or irregular? Is it always 28?
No,
Sometimes it changes.
Yes.
Is 28 the lowest?
No.
Huh?
No.
What is the lowest? 20 what?
25.
25. Thank you so much. So now get the safe days here. You're with me. I always want someone to be with me. Answer this. 25 minus 18. What do you get?
7.
You get 7. Okay. 7 plus 4. What do you get? Hold on, hold on. I'm still with Edwin. Just keep silent. Edwin. You're not conceiving.
Actually, to be honest, I just started August.
So do not take anything. Just go and have your live sex. If it is possible, plan on your ovulation day, on your fertile days, you will conceive with no medicine. Please don't take those medicines. Okay? You can take the medicines when you conceive. The moment you conceive, you can start taking folic acid. As early as you confirm that you're pregnant, you start taking folic acid. You can. It is okay also to take those medicines, but don't take them thinking that they are the ones going to make you pregnant. They're okay. It's okay to take Welcome back. Those on YouTube, welcome back. Welcome back. So it is okay to take those medicines, but don't take them with something in your mind thinking that it is them going to make you pregnant. Okay? Are you getting it, Jane?
Okay.
It is possible to get pregnant naturally without taking those medicines.
Okay.
Your last
Another
question?
question is,
Hmm.
if my cycle is 27 and I ovulate on 7th day, not so 14, 7, I don't know. And when, like for example, last week,
I would ask you to first go and sort your question clearly.
okay, doctor,
Alright.
it's like this, huh?
Okay.
I don't know if I'm correct or not. If my cycle is 27, 26 to 28, when did I conceive?
When?
Like when did I ovulate?
Alright, so we shall take 26 as the length of your menstrual cycle, okay?
Okay.
26 minus 18.
6 minus 18, 7.
Huh? 26 minus 18 is 7. 26 minus 18, I think you get 8. Okay? You're gone. Alright, so what you're going to do, Jane, get 26 minus 18. The answer you get add 4. The answer you get after adding 4 is your ovulation day. Alright. Let someone invited? Alright. So let's have these questions taken off from YouTube. Sorry guys, we have okay. This one is saying, good day doctor, please doctor advise me on how to take 100 milligrams of chlomid to conceive twin boys. 100 milligrams of chlomid, you take them once daily, once every day for 5 days, depending on you start them on the day depending on the length of your menstrual cycle. But what I can say, the dose is 100 milligrams daily for a period of 5 days. That is Okonko on YouTube. Florence Wanjoy, I didn't use any medicine. I reduced weight and I conceived naturally. Alright, that is good. That is okay. Chebet Kerini is saying, hello doctor, I'm 30 years, but I have really wanted to know my ovulation day. My cycle is 23 days. I have really tried to get pregnant, but I failed. Alright, if you want to know your ovulation day, we shall have 23 minus 18, and the answer is what? 5. Okay? So 5 plus 4, 9. So your ovulation day is on the 9th day of your period, of your cycle. Chebet Kinene. Then Princess Tina is saying, doctor, is this 6 months of your cycle is irregular? You only consider the shortest cycle in order to conceive. If I had my shortest cycle in May and tried to conceive in August, which was 27, I still use the short one. Yes, Stina Omumbeja, yes. For people, Stina Omumbeja, for people with an irregular menstrual cycle, use the shortest. Even if the month you are planning to conceive was 28 or 30, as long as the shortest cycle is 23, use 23.
Jane is back.
Mama Abdullah on YouTube, you're saying, you are saying, hello doc, I'm using Overcare for a month and a week now, still negative. Please, what might be the problem? I don't know, Mama Abdullah. You first of all, why are you using Overcare? I also don't know why you're using Overcare. What if your tubes are blocked? What if you have polycystic ovarian syndrome? What if you have low levels of progesterone? I know you've now gotten what to do. You know what you're supposed to do. Then another one is saying, doctor, treatment for cysts. Cysts, most of the cysts, I told you, there are some cysts that are functional and they don't need treatment. Others are pathological. Those that are pathological, which are mainly caused by infections, we use antibiotics. Depending on the size of the cyst and whether it is persistent or recurring, you'll use injections like ceftriaxone or cephalosporins. You'll use injection medicines like fluoroquinolones, like levofloxacin, like ciprofloxacin, and all those medicines. Add added medicine to treat chlamydia, that is doxycycline, or if it's contraindicated, take azithromycin, and then add an anaerobe like tinidazole or metronidazole. That is how you can treat a PID. Or you can use orals. In the other case of injections, you can be using cefixime, azithromycin, levofloxacin, added doxycycline, metronidazole, or doxycycline, tinidazole. That is how you can treat a cyst. Okay, let me have who is on Jen. Jen, what are you saying?
Doc, I was still talking to you and my network.
But I thought I'd finished. We are done with your questions. All right, be fast.
No, my question was if my cycle is 27, 28, and to 26, when is my operation?
We've already talked about it. We've said 26. We shall use 26. 26 minus 18, you get 8, isn't it? So 8 plus 4, you get 12. So 12 is your ovulation day. 12, have sex on the 12th day. That's your ovulation day. You'll conceive if there is no problem.
Okay.
Come and
Doctor,
invite this other person.
What?
Yes?
What?
No, it's one.
What about when you're feeling too much heat on your body? What's the cause? Is it fatal?
You may, because when you have heat in the body, one, it can be a sign of ovulation. Number two, you may be having malaria, you may be having infections, you may be having any other disease.
No. Inga, you feel like you too much heat, you want to vomit, you feel a little headache, dizzy, but you feel like vomiting but not vomiting.
Maybe you're pregnant. Have you done a pregnancy test?
No. But I'm not, but I'm like...
Sometimes it can be your ovulation day. It can be your ovulation day. Find out if it's not your ovulation day.
And doctor, can someone
Please, you have many questions. I have a lot of people. It's a line. There is a big line and we're about to end our life. Please.
Okay.
Let me have some other people. At least I've answered most of your questions. Thank you so much. I have very many people online. Okay. All right, so let's have this question is saying, I was diagnosed, Lucy Wanjiri is saying, I was diagnosed with fibroids, ovarian cyst, and endometriosis. How will I treat them? This one I really advise surgery. I advise you to do surgery. With cyst, because you have a cyst, you have an ovarian cyst, you have an endometriosis, the best would be surgery, but if we are to treat this independently, ovarian cysts, you take antibiotics. With a fibroid, you can do surgery, or you take medicines that shrink the fibroid, like leuprolide and glycerin. Then with endometriosis, mostly surgery. Okay. Another question, this one is saying, hello doctor, I just discovered that I have 4 centimeter fibroid and 3.6 centimeter fibroid. Is it possible to have a successful pregnancy without first operation? Yeah, it is possible to conceive. It is possible to succeed with pregnancy, but sometimes it fails. It is possible, but the chances are a little lower. Okay, we have, let me take off these questions also. Someone is saying, sasa doko nipima na I don't understand Kiswahili, so please do not ask your questions in Kiswahili. Ask your questions in English. That's when I can be able to answer you. Please, I'm sorry. I'm in East Africa, but I don't speak Kiswahili. Thank you. Huoza mchezo. Please, I don't speak Kiswahili. All these questions are in Kiswahili. Can I still take chlomid and folic acid together? Yes, it is okay, Jane Francis. It is okay. Jennifer, it is okay to take chlomid and folic acid together. It is very fine. right, medication for ovarian cyst, I talked about that. Doctor, reply my messages. Who is saying this? Okay. How can someone get pregnant after planning? After planning what? Okay. Do you have a number that someone can reach you for treatment? Happy girl, I don't give out my number. I don't give out my number because it will be filled up with many messages. But you can find me at Bikoff Medical Center in Masaka, and if possible, if whatever you're suffering from I can manage, then we shall give you treatment. Come to Bikoff Medical Center in Masaka, you'll find us. I've been putting the name of that facility, so let me put it again: Bikoff Medical Center in Masaka. Okay. All right. Then we have another question here from YouTube, Mama Abdallah. All right. Thank you for coming back because your question wasn't clear. He's saying it's my guy who suggested that I should use Overcare because after I stopped family planning pills, I have experience of spotting, which has lasted for 2. All right, fine. I'm not reprimanding you that you took Overcare, but what I'm saying, first run those tests, identify what is causing. First run those tests, identify what is causing the problem, then take medications. That was all my point. Do tests, identify the problem before you even take that Overcare. First do tests, identify what is causing that, then you can get treatment. All right. Mary Odum is saying, please read my messages. Oh, sorry. Where is your message? Let me look for it. Mary Odum, my friend doctor said she's running out of eggs, but the doctor said her overvaluation is well. Is there any advice you can give her? Overvaluation, I don't understand that. But if she's running out of eggs, the eggs she's remaining with can be used to get pregnant. So I don't really, I'm sorry, I don't understand exactly what is happening with your friend. I wish I had enough history, I would have helped. All right. Doctor, what is the Mariam Blessed is saying, what is the difference between cyst and endometriosis? Endometriosis is a condition whereby the underlining of the uterus implants itself outside the uterus. You see, when I was discussing about the uterus, okay, it has layers, okay? If we say this is the uterus, this is the uterus, it has 3 layers. Okay? This layer is called the endometrium. This one, inside, this inner layer is called an endometrium. Now, if this layer, if this layer moves away, or part of it implants itself, if you find it outside here, you find it maybe because there are organs here, there are several structures here. You find it on the bladder, you find it on the intestines, you find it anywhere outside the uterus. That is what we call endometriosis. The underlining of the uterus is found outside the uterus. That is what we call endometriosis. Okay? Then for differentiating between endometriosis and a cyst. A cyst, I said, a cyst is a fluid-filled, again I will say cystic mass. It is a soft mass which is filled with fluids. Soft, it's like this, when it has water or fluids inside. Anticystic, very soft and thin. Actually, we say it is a thin-walled, it is a thin-walled mass filled with fluids or watery substances inside. That is a cyst. I guess you get the difference between endometriosis and a cyst. Doctor, please, which medicine will I take to bring back my menstruation? I am 38 years. First, find out why you're not menstruating. First, find out why you're not menstruating. Check your progesterone levels, estrogen levels. Okay? Do a scan to confirm, to find out if you don't have fibroids and so on. Identify why you're not having periods. Then you can get the treatment for you. All right, Mariam Abdallah. Okay, I think we are about to end our live. We shall be taking 1 or 2 minutes to end our live. So thank you so much, those of you that have participated on my live today. We shall be live again next week on Thursday, same time at 5:30. But this time around, I want you guys not to be selfish. Okay? Please don't be selfish. Always call your colleagues. Call your colleagues. Share the live. Share with them. Let them also be helped, because there are many people who have problems and indeed they need to get helped. Thank you so much for those of you who have watched our live, and those of you on YouTube. I told you, you have a chance. Go and become a member. When you open my channel, you will see where they are saying join. Go there, you become a member. When you become a member, I have packages for members. Now, actually, some of the members have the ability to have a live chat, a one-on-one chat with me. It can even be a video chat. We sort your problem when it is confidential, because I know some of you have a lot of questions, have a lot of problems, but they are confidential. You don't want to discuss them in public. Go join, become a member, then we can schedule and plan and have your issues sorted. Thank you so much. Still questions? No. I don't want to really answer any more questions. Then those of you also who are not able to become members, you can book an appointment via my website www. It is scrolling down for those on YouTube, www.druthman.com. Go there, book an appointment. I'll be able to chat with you privately and share your information privately. So even those of you guys on TikTok, I know you're not seeing that word passing by, the word www.druthman.com, but if you want to have a private chat, talk with me directly, go to my website www.druthman.com. Request for an appointment. We shall have put for you the website. It is there, www.druthman.com. We shall be chatting privately and have your issue sorted. Sorry for Facebook today. You guys had a problem with your network. Did someone, is anyone still live there on Facebook? All right. I'm seeing a lot of gifts powering in. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Kamutu. Thank you so much. And others, all of you have gifted me. These things of TikTok, I'm just learning them. People, they are gifts. I'm seeing roses. I'm seeing. Please give me many so that I can understand. I can learn. Thank you so much. Have a nice time. Let's meet next week. Same time from 5:30. We shall be chatting live. Nice time, nice weekend. And tomorrow, don't forget, we are releasing our video. It's called How to Get Pregnant with High Levels of Prolactin. I want those people who have a problem with their hormones and so on. Watch that video. You will understand how you can treat high prolactin levels, what we call hyperprolactinemia. Learn, get to know how it can be treated, and you get pregnant. We are on operation. Everyone, whoever wants to get pregnant must get pregnant. This is the operation I have started, and we shall make sure that we fulfill our dream. Thank you so much. Nice time. God bless.